of K-pop scandal. Two more artists, Chae Jong-hoon and Jun Hyung, quit show business.
On February 27th, Seungri from the K-pop band Big Bang was questioned by Seoul Metropolitan Police. Since that time, a whole plethora of K-pop idols have been implicated in what is now being dubbed the biggest scandal in K-pop history. We know so many of you have already heard so many different aspects of this scandal. Comments down below your reaction to what you've heard, how you feel. I know this is really upsetting to so many of you. For us, we just want to go over as many facts as we can instead of giving our opinion right away. A lot of information has come out in the last 24 to 48 hours, including a bunch of new K-pop idols that have been implicated.
This whole thing started because a man was in the Burning Sun nightclub, of which Seungri is a PR director, I believe.
So he doesn't actually own the club.
He doesn't own the club. He is a board director and a PR director and board member of this Burning Sun nightclub. It's actually, there's two clubs that were implicated, and we're going to go all into this, but you need to know there's two related stories that Seungri is involved with that are related but are completely unrelated at the same time, that all came out because this one guy was assaulted in the club by club security guards, I believe, because he was claiming that there was a girl who was molested and he was defending her. Because of that, the Burning Sun nightclub came under investigation. Many women came forward saying that they were assaulted or drugged, and they've had 112 complaints since February 2018 about things like assault, drugs, sexual harassment, assault, detaining, and the club faces allegations for bribery of the police, prostitution for VIPs, rape, drug trafficking, and the use of especially GHB, which is a date rape drug. A lot of Seungri's involvement in this is dealing with the prostitution because there came out text messages. Now, mind you, none of this has been proven in the court of law, but these are the different evidences that are being used against him that have been made public. According to text messages which have been translated, he was helping to procure girls for different VIP members, specifically those who were business investors from out of the country.
Mostly Chinese businessmen, right?
Mostly Chinese businessmen. Though on a side note, he's also now, because they have investigated him thoroughly, are also investigating him for tax evasion.
Of course.
If Seungri is found guilty of procuring prostitutes and basically being a pimp, he could face up to 3 years in prison, which actually, all things considered, is not that long of a time period, especially once we start talking about the next thing that he is involved in, and that is Molka.
What's that?
Molka is hidden sex videotaping. You're videotaping women or sexual acts inappropriately and sharing them.
Why is it called Mocha?
That is what the Korean people have nicknamed it.
I read a Korea Times article that you shared with me that showed screen captures of Kakao messages in the secret group that you are referring to. Who's been implicated in this private group on Kakao?
There are 8 members in this group, 4 of which we know. They include Seungri of Big Bang, Jun Young of 2 Days, 1 Night, Chae Jong-hoon of FT Island, Lee Jung-hyun of CN Blue, and David Yoo, or Yoo In-suk, who is not a K-pop idol, but is married to a Korean actress. Also implicated in a side note, of which I will get to in a minute, is Jung Jun-hyung of Highlight. Jung Jun-young, who's most famous for 2 Days, 1 Night and his acting roles, is kind of the grand pin master of it all. What he did is actually worse than what Seungri has done.
This is what I was really concerned about when we were looking into this, because it's almost as if now that this has been several weeks on since Seungri was initially investigated, we're not even talking about Seungri anymore with this new information.
Well, this guy was also questioned, and he was known for having this golden cell phone, which was used only for Kakao Talk. The golden phone, you can look it up, there's something to it. He filmed and recorded over 10 girls that he was sleeping with and or possibly drugged, and shared them on this message board, of which there were 8 members.
So to be clear, the videos of him secretly videotaping his sex acts with various women was not posted publicly on the internet, but was shared within the 8-member group only.
Publicly within the 8-member group. So that's still sharing publicly, because if you're sharing it with anyone, that's sharing it. Chae Jung-hoon of FT Island was also a member of this chat group. And another thing that was discussed in these chat groups was a 2016 DUI police action where he got caught by police. He had to pay the fine. He had his license revoked for 100 days, but he bribed the police to not make this news public.
So by bribing, he paid them?
He paid them, but it wasn't necessarily him that paid them. It was CEO Yu, who is referred to as most likely that is David Yu or Yoon Suk, who is a CEO of Yuri Holdings, which is a big investment firm, which I believe holds a lot of stock in Burning Sun, is helping to procure these prostitutes, was also on this online chat board that was talking about these girls who were unconsentingly videotaped, and he helped to bribe the police. It's a whole web of lies and awful evilness. Lee Jung-hyun of C and Blue was also implicated. He was most recently implicated in this, and he went on, there are text messages saying that he was looking for young and pretty sluts, and going on and asking his buddy to hook him up with a girl, preferably one that he had not already slept with. Young Jun Hyung of Highlight was not a member of this particular 8-member chat group. However, he did come out as receiving a video from Jung Jun Young and commenting on it and having a conversation about it. And because of this, he, as well as all of the idols that we have talked about so far, have stepped down from the entertainment industry. If any of these guys are found convicted of Molka, which it is very possible that they could be, they can be fined up to 10 million Korean won and receive up to 5 years in jail.
10 million Korean won is not even that much money. It's not even 10 grand US.
Well, and when you look at the statistics from 2012 to 2017, Molka was a big problem in Korea, but only 8.7% of people who were tried actually got jail time.
How unfortunate do you think Seungri feels now that he didn't enter the military with the rest of the members of Big Bang? Because most likely he would not have been caught with this if he had been away.
I'm glad that he got caught. And honestly, some of these guys that are implicated right now in this chat room are in the military. They're serving their military service. So I don't think that it would escape him. I am glad that they are being prosecuted, and I hope that they are prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I hope that these girls feel that they got some justice served to them and that they get the counseling and the support that they need. Such toxic behaviors are so quietly done. Regardless, I hope that they all get prosecuted to the full extent of the law. This is not okay by any means. I love these groups. I am totally heartbroken. And I hope that you all as well, I know that I am going to support the groups minus these members because they didn't know what was going on. I really believe that they didn't know. There's so often you can be with somebody and not really know the toxicity that they have in their lives. I hope these girls get the full support that they need and that they feel that justice has been served.
These shirts are now available for sale on our website, hollyback.com/shop. Free international shipping worldwide if you're interested. The link is down below. Comments, you guys, what you think about some of the new information that's come out or anything that you've heard or how you feel and your reaction to this down below, comment section.
I'm shook up about this. I'm really upset, but I still want to have hope and believe in K-pop and that there are really good things that can come out of it.
Let us know what you're thinking. Click the like button. Thank you so much for supporting us all this time. hollyback.com, Hollyback News, our YouTube channel, Hollyback, and we'll see you in the next video. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.